truth will correct all errors in my mind. Just remember, it is good and acceptable to be processing, trying to figure out and understand all of these things. If you make up your mind and insist you know and understand this exactly what it's saying, you're not on the journey anymore. You discovered truth and that's it. Okay? So if you think you understand what it is and you're not malleable and open-minded anymore, then you've stopped your journey. You've stopped your learning process. Now, of course, you might actually have discovered the truth, but please understand that and keep yourself in that open-mindedness perspective and assume that there's more truth will help you to discover that. And especially you can look around and see, is my world physical? Well, then there's still more to learn. And even the transparent illuminated reality is not the end-all, be-all of all dimensional perspectives. So understand that, of course, this is still connected. This lesson is connected or joined to the previous lessons, that it is somewhat in the same concept, same idea, and that we're actually referring to, say, truth, which is everywhere all the time, is just like how I refer to the dimensions. That all the dimensions are just different perspectives on the same one place. We're not talking about alternate universes where creatures are different and different things like that. That's an alternate universe. That is contained within all the 10 dimensions, but it's not specifically what is a dimension. A dimension is another perspective on the same one thing. So going to truth and discovering even right in this moment, if you were to look at this moment with the perspective of the first dimension, you would see only God and Christ, because that's all that exists. If you even see it in the second dimension, you would see the frequencies and illuminated reality of the holy spiritual universe. And you'd see that and hear it in every area. So it would be contained within it. It would be all of it. And it's right here and right now. So of course, yes, as you're on this journey, you're attempting to discover what this is, trying to understand what it is. And of course, to any degree in which you do understand it is acceptable. So yes, if you understand this in the sense of there's an argument, a disagreement between you and a brother or sister, or whatever it is, anybody, the recognition here is that I am misunderstanding what is occurring. And do I desire to continue to misunderstand, or do I want to know the truth of what is occurring? And the truth being just simply Christian perspective, again, terminology, attempting to help you to recognize original ideas. So that is actually within the mind of Christ. So first dimension of experience. So in that first dimension of experience, which is right here, right now, it's not something a linear time, but where linear time goes into eternity. Okay? So it's something that's occurring right now, but in this perspective of linear time, it seems as if it's previously. So as you are using this sense of meditation, trying to discover what this is, you'll find that the truth, the perspective of Christ, original thought, is and will, say, correct all errors in my mind, even drooling on my face. So, I will rest in him who is myself. So you can see that that's actually referring to what is your original self. That is the essence of Christ. Okay, so the Christ is not, excuse me, a perspective of a human body. It's not a specific human body. Every human body can go within themselves to discover what is beyond themselves, which is Christ. Okay, so Christ is the explorer and the experiencer of all the holy spiritual universe. Really, everything in this holographic holy spiritual universe is developed and changed and distorted into all the other dimensions. So there's actually only the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spiritual universe in this experience. So as you continue on and you go into bodies, you're exploring all the variations and options of your reality, but you're still, the truth is referring to the original perspective. Okay, So the truth is the original perspective of reality. So that is where everything is based off of. Everything comes from that original perspective. It's not, in the sense of, say, truth, it's not like this doesn't have the truth in it. The truth is always and forever. It is constant right now. So this is just a different distortion of the truth, a different perspective of the truth, an alternate dimension of the same one truth. It's still in there, it's just now it has more variables. And as you continue on in dimensions, more variables, more frequencies. More variables, more frequencies to the same one truth. And to add another little tidbit, when you get to the 10th dimension, you're actually back in the 0th dimension. So you go all the way full circle, as if it's, what, the beginning and the end of all reality? So yes, the dimensions are helpful, and hopefully you are following along with understanding what these dimensions are all about. But it is essentially just to help you to recognize in a numerical order that there is a sense of truth is still here and now. It's just a different dimensional perspective. So as you're going down in meditation and you come into awareness of that alternate dimension, you are, say, eliminating or letting go of what seems to be your reality here, the dream reality, and the dimension or definitions of objects, shapes, things, and people, and you're starting to discover what it is, the original truth, which will correct all errors in your mind. So I even want to say that first line again. What can correct illusions but the truth? And what are errors but illusions that remain unrecognized for what they are? So even in that sense, that this, you can't see, feel, taste, smell the alternate reality. Yeah, and you can't, you think this illusion is real. You think this illusion is real until you actually have real experience of an alternate reality. So that real experience of alternate reality is, in this discovery, is the truth, the original ideas, say, that of Christ.